What is going on, everybody? Welcome back into Club Jaguar. Some lights are down right now. Definite technical difficulties over here, but we're a little bit. I'm just a little bit out of my own element because I heard there's a new club opening up that I'm very intimidated by. But we'll go ahead and bring everybody else in. We have Jordan DeLugo in the building. What's up, Jordan?
Yo, how we doing? Other than the lighting situation, we feeling good?
It's game week. How are we not feeling good?
Hell yeah.
All right. Next, we got to bring in Jason from Jaguars Night. What's up, Jason?
With that lighting, I don't know which club I'm in right now, to be honest.
Dude, we're in Club Jaguar.
Club Jaguar. Okay, sorry. I don't know. There's just so many. I just don't know which one's which.
Yeah, we've heard that there is a new club opening up nearby, but make no mistake, guys, free cover tonight. Okay. Jason, first 15 drinks are on Jason.
That's right. That's right.
That's usually how we do it around here.
Only if you're a dude. Only if you're ladies. Sorry, you got to get your own.
Yeah. Sorry, ladies.
Ladies' night is Thursday night.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. But nevertheless, guys, it's game week. It's game week. Look, a lot goes into this day, right? We break down the draft, free agency, what we're gonna do. Jordan's breaking down every training camp practice, but this is game time, guys. This is what it's all for. These Sundays where nobody wins and loses free agency. No one wins and loses the draft. There's just one win and loss, and that's the score on Sundays. And if you're a Jaguar fan, it's usually 1 o'clock on Sundays, right? So it's exciting. It's exciting. So we'll go around. Jason, what's your confidence level going into this weekend?
Week ones, I thought it was last week. Week ones are always weird. But I feel pretty good about the Jags' chances. I mean, any given Sunday, anybody can beat anybody. We all know that. But I do like the fact that Carolina's defense, although they've added a lot of people, I like that they're weak. So I have a lot more faith in the Jags these last couple weeks. Maybe I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, but I liked what I seen out of them in preseason, the starters, and I like the additions they've made. So we'll see. I'm expecting a 7 to 10 point win.
Yeah, that's I feel like you've done a little bit of a turn here. I watched your show last night, and I remember last week you were like, 5-6 wins. I don't know what you're at, something very non-Jason like. But now you went to 8 to 9 wins last night. What happened?
I know, and what happened to me was, I guess I was thinking about this today. I was like as a Jags fan, I'm so used to just being like hurt that my expectations are super low. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, I'm never expecting good things, but I've never seen, maybe never, but I haven't seen in a long time, a coaching staff assemble a player personnel that fits what they're trying to do. The tight ends group, I was really skeptical of that tight end group, just not having top end talent. And then I watched how they use them in the preseason. Now they may know what they're doing. They really have made me a believer with who they've added and how they're going to use them. So just seeing that, I think, has made me a bit of a believer.
Interesting. So Jordan, going to this weekend, how are you feeling, man?
Great. The jungle juice is strong, right, Jason?
Well, we'll see. We'll see on Sunday.
No, I mean, this is a really interesting matchup for a number of reasons. You've got a lot of connections between these two teams, but I feel good. As good as you can for a team that you've never seen, right? Really, we've never seen this version of the Jaguars in a regular season game, but we have seen these Panthers a good bit, and even with some of the additions, Derek Brown coming back, J.C. Horn being healthy, I still think there is a talent gap overall between these two rosters. I also think that Liam Cohen is going to outcoach his opponent this week. He did it twice last year in Tampa in a big way. I mean, they smoked the Panthers offensively. The Buccaneers did last year, and not the same group, but there's a lot of talent on the Jaguars offense now.
There is. And, one thing I didn't really, as I was looking more into the the Carolina Panthers. I mean, I thought the Jaguars defense was bad last year. I mean, by the numbers, Carolina was allowed the most yards per game allowed and most points per game allowed. I didn't realize it was such an issue, and I understand that they were definitely
because of Liam Cohen.
Yeah, because of Liam Cohen. Liam Cohen single-handedly brought that down. But yeah, Liam Cohen, and that's one cool thing here is that this is actually a familiar opponent for Liam Cohen. It's not necessarily, of course, it's a brand new personnel group that we have here with the Jaguars, and of course, rosters turn over like a bunch in the NFL, but the Liam Cohen had his number, and hey, the last time the Jaguars had a meaningful win might have been in 2023 against Carolina.
I mean, if you look at the schedule from last year, and again, Jordan touched on it, it's a new roster for Carolina. They had a close game with the Chiefs where they lost by 3. Outside of that, they got their ass beat by every good team they played last year. They won a couple games against some bad teams, but every good team they played, they just got destroyed. So I agree with Jordan, huge talent gap, and I think that's going to showcase this weekend.
So I know I was posed this question last night, and I'll go around. I was asked, where do you feel best about? Like, what matchup do you actually feel best about in this upcoming weekend? And I was kind of sitting here thinking that's a pretty good question. And I think for myself, I don't even know who any edge rushers are for the Carolina Panthers right now.
They're all new. I mean, Jordan.
Yeah. So
yeah,
Nick Scorton. I think he's going to play because he's not on the injury report, but he missed a lot of the summer. Texas A&M edge rusher by way of Purdue, and Texas A&M made him put on tell me if you heard this before. Texas A&M made him put on 20 pounds to play bigger at defensive end.
How'd that work out?
Yeah. So he didn't have as much buzz going into this year's draft cycle as he did coming off of his season at Purdue the year before, but he's got a lot of traits. He's physical, he's strong, he's tough. I like him a lot. He was somebody I would have been happy with the Jaguars adding. And then Princely Umanmielen, who played at Florida for a while and then transferred to Ole Miss, he's got a lot of talent too, but you're talking about 2 rookies who maybe didn't get close to reaching their potential in college. Right. So I don't know that you're going to view this edge group. And those aren't even their 2 starters right now, by the way. There's 2 veterans that are kind of holding them off, it seems like. So, yeah, I don't think you look at their edge group and you say, this is going to be one of these edge groups we have to fear.
Yeah, that's where I'm feeling I really feel like the Jags passing game should go off this weekend. Just because I feel like if Trevor Lawrence is protected and Trevor Lawrence is feeling comfortable, Brian Thomas Jr. and Travis Hunter are going to win some one-on-one matchups, right? As long as Trevor Lawrence is reading the field right, I feel like it could be a really big game for the passing game. So, Jason, I'll ask you, which matchups do you feel most confident about this upcoming game?
I would make this the shortest way I can make it, but it's going to depend on how they play those edge rushers. They play a 3-4. And if they keep those outside linebackers that are edges, if they keep them in tight techniques, outside shoulder of the tackle, I think Liam Cohen's going to expose the screen game, short passing game to the sidelines, get all those blockers now that we have that can block down the field, the receiver tight end guys. They'll get space to block on the sidelines and the edges and the flats. If they push out those edge rushers to 9 techniques, I think we'll just gash them up the inside with our tight ends that can block and our inside run game. So I think depending on the alignment of those outside edge rushers, Cohen's just going to have a check on every play and just gash them wherever they're not playing. So I think it's going to depend from play to play. But if I had to guess, it'd probably be short screen game, short pass game, getting to the edge on jet sweeps or quick passes. And then running off tackle or even inside dives and things like that.
Interesting. So I'll ask the reverse of this question now. Jordan, what is the most concerning matchup you think in this upcoming game?
Realistically, what is the most concerning matchup?
I mean, I can start. I
got one. But you start. I'm glad Jordan didn't take mine. Yes. All right. Let's see if Dalton takes it.
I think there's 2 things. One is
can't take 2.
No. One, I'm not gonna say 2, but I'm gonna say first of all, is the Jaguars against the Jaguars. our starters can't get in their own way. We can't have unforced errors. Like, that's the big thing. Like, we have to play discipline. But outside of that, I think it's getting beat over the top. I think that with Ted McMillan, with Xavier Legette, like, we're starting Dewey Wingard right now at safety. Like, I think the Jaguars have to keep this team in front of them, because I think the Jaguars offense will be able to control the game a good amount, but we can't let up the big plays. And, we saw Bryce Young toward the end of last year start to actually play, have some pretty good deep balls, and they've only added, of course, their wide receiver group. Two of the top guys are all right. I mean, Xavier Legette wasn't great last year, but their third receiver is Hunter Renfrow, right? So I think, the cornerback group, I mean, you can give them a little bit, but if they're beating you over the top, like, we can't give them that cheap stuff. So I'll let Jordan go next.
I mean, I don't see a truly bad matchup on paper.
Oh,
nice.
How are y'all not pointing to the Panthers' run game against our interior defensive line?
The issue with that hypothetically bad matchup, I think that the Jaguars against the run are going to be strong. I really do. I think that that's going to actually be
based on what from last year, because they weren't good last year. So what's the change?
Well, it's a completely different interior defensive line than last year.
I mean, who's gonna take most of the snaps at the D tackle positions?
I would say Eric Armstead and Devon Hamilton.
Isn't that who we had last year?
Eric Armstead did not play defensive tackle last year.
And Devon Hamilton is in 2020 form from what I hear.
So
and Devin Lloyd's better.
My thing about that is, if I strongly believe if those guys are not defending the run, you're going to see Austin Johnson and Colin Saunders get in there quickly. And I know those guys can defend the run. I've watched them do it everywhere they've been. And as long as they can hold up at the point of attack, Boya Lukin and Devin Lloyd can get down, and Ventrell Miller can get downhill. And Josh Hines-Allen and Trayvon Walker are going to play the run. Jordan Lewis is a good run defender. Tyson Campbell is a good run defender. And yes, he is healthy right now. Right? So I feel good about the run defense. I strongly do. Now, the Panthers have a good run game. So that's a good matchup. But I don't think it's I'm scared matchup.
I think their run game is the strongest part of their team. They've invested heavily into the offensive line. They just paid Moton like a couple weeks ago. They revamped their interior and actually tried to get help for Bryce Young. They got two running backs that are 1,000-yard rushers, and then their third running back is a rookie who was pretty good in college. So, like, I think their run game is going to be the best part of their team this year. And I think back to last year, not a bunch was added to the D-line. Yes, some free agent pickups, but no one of noteworthy. Nothing was added to the linebackers. So a team that was bad against the run last year, not doing much to change besides a new D coordinator and bringing in a free agent rotational defensive tackle, makes me feel good about their run defense. So that's where I think Carolina will have the most success on Sunday.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm fascinated to see that. I don't see it happening. I don't. I think they're going to have a tough game on just on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I'm interested in to see if we can play the run a little bit better, because on paper, I feel like I actually like it, but you kind of are what you are until you change that, right? And last year, the Jaguars were a pretty terrible run defense, but, we're hoping that Mason Smith can take that next step, which obviously he missed a lot of training camp, so those are definitely valuable snaps for him. Eric Armstead did the same thing. Eric Armstead is a veteran, so do we get as worried about a guy like that? And traded for Colin Saunders. We've heard a bunch of good things about Devon Hamilton, but talk is cheap, right? I mean, training camp is fine and dandy and everything, but sometimes we see these training camp guys, they look all good, and then all of a sudden, the regular season starts, and it's like, what happened to these guys? So
I will say one thing.
Let's hear it.
Linebackers not named Foye Lukin in coverage. That worries me.
Yeah.
If I'm Dave Canales, I'm trying to figure that out. How do I get that consistently as part of this offense? Attacking those linebackers in coverage.
So I think we kind of know what obviously the linebacker core is going to look like, but I'm really wondering defensive backfield, right? Because obviously the depth chart came out. I think it was Travis Hunter was second string. Was he behind Jarian Jones, or was he behind I think they had him behind, I had to pull up the depth chart, but I think they had him behind like Jordan Lewis or something. But how do you guys see it? Do you think that Travis Hunter gets a healthy amount of snaps this upcoming game, or do you think, with I guess he missed a couple weeks toward the end of training camp, do you think that he starts at wide receiver and kind of gets a little bit more slowly worked into the cornerback group?
I think he's going to play a ton.
Do you think there's a chance? And this is what I was thinking, so I'm thinking out loud. I tend to agree with Jordan here, but do you think there's a chance that he is coming off of an injury? They like kind of slowly ramp him up into being the player that plays a ton, or do you think they just come out of the cannon shooting, playing a ton?
I don't think his injury was as bad as.
Okay.
But it's not
I think they're being a little coy, quite frankly. I think Liam Cohen said it, like he probably could have played the week he kind of suffered that injury. And I'm not saying there wasn't an injury, but I think that the reason he did not participate in the joint practice is because they wanted him to be no doubt about it 100% for week 1, so they could go out there and play him as much as they want and put him in positions to help them get off the field on defense and to score points on offense.
See, my thing is, it's not even about like, is he healthy enough or whatever. For me, it's more like, did he miss out on a lot of valuable snaps, right? Did he need those snaps?
What are the valuable snaps that he missed out on?
I mean, he didn't participate in the joint practice with the Dolphins. I mean,
he played
those
in the 2 preseason games.
The 2 preseason games, but he missed what? At least since after the when did he get hurt? He got hurt after the first game, right? But then he missed. Like, was he even participating at practice?
Oh, you're right. He did miss the second game.
He missed the second game. He got hurt the first game. We never saw him again.
Yeah, he missed the second.
Jordan, did you say you're right?
Yeah, he missed the second game. But
Chat,
I mean,
clip that.
Clip that.
I think Travis Hunter is in store for a big game.
See, I think he's going to play a lot too. I just, in my head, I've never questioned, can he physically do it? I've always questioned mentally because, I mean, I don't, obviously I've never been inside of like a football room or NFL room, but there's a lot of stuff to learn here. You got a complicated offense, and then you're learning an NFL defense. But for me, it's always the mental part, not necessarily the physical part. But I think when the going gets tough, I mean, when you're shooting live bullets and you need to have your best players on the field, Travis Hunter might be your best cornerback, and it's hard to say, oh well, he hurt his arm a couple weeks ago, let's hold him out right now. No, that's.
Also, when the Jags are up 40-0, they'll probably pull him, so he might not play a lot.
Yeah, that'll be. I hope that's the case. It's fun. I'm only worried about this game from the standpoint of like, if we lose, what do things look like? Because we've got such a tough road. You have to win this one. It's not a. People rip me for saying it's a must-win game, but it's like, bro, like, you're better than this team. You shouldn't start off 0-1. You're putting yourself in a really big hole with a bunch of really good competition coming up.
Yeah, I think on paper, from like an analysis standpoint, it does feel like a must-win game. But in reality, if they lose this game and they beat the Bengals, it doesn't matter.
That's true.
Right? So that's kind of how it is.
Yeah.
It feels like a must-win game because fans can't see a win against the Bengals or the 49ers or the Texans or the Chiefs, right? But you lose this game and you win your next game, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, and it may even be good to start with the schedule. I mean, the Bengals' last 2 seasons are 2-6 in the first 4 games of the season. I mean, they start off 1-3. They lost to the Patriots opening week last year, so I don't know if there's any carryover from that. But I mean, it is what it is. They're not very good in the first 4 weeks, so hopefully we can kind of catch them slipping a little bit.
Bengals also weren't very good last year at all.
Just in general, yeah.
Yeah.
Their defense was horrible.
Were you guys?
I don't think their defense is going to be any good.
Did you guys watch Quarterback at all?
Yeah, I watched it.
It was Joe Burrow is so good, but their defense just could not help the guy out.
I'm not rich
like y'all. I don't think it's going to get any better.
I can't afford Netflix.
Yeah,
I don't have that YouTube. I don't have that YouTube money rolling in like y'all.
But you're buying everyone drinks in Club Jaguar, trying to keep us alive, man. I got half my lights out.
Hey, listen, when you got a club competing across the street, you got to get some promos out there. You know
guys
what I mean?
got it. You guys got to help support Seabridge 5 for the $5 donation. Hey guys, wish I could stay, but I got to go watch Club 904. Ugh, bro. See, we're already losing business, guys. B News says fantasy Tet Mac.
T-Mac.
Oh, T-Mac. I never heard of Tet-Mac. Okay, no. Versus Jags or
say T-Mac next Philly. Time, Bino.
T-Mac, yeah. Okay. T-Mac versus Jags or Pickens versus Philly?
I would go
probably Pickens. I think Pickens is a better receiver right now, but Philly's also pretty good. I don't know. They're going to be airing the ball out.
I'm going to go T-Mac.
Both teams are going to be in a hole, and they're going to just start throwing the ball, so you'll probably get volume from both guys.
That's true.
I'm going to go T-Mac.
Yeah, week 1 fantasy is, just as unpredictable as week 1 in the NFL.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, we have Max says, sorry, I'm late to the party, Jordan. WTH was that new music drop with your Duval Daily. No. Okay.
That was Jordan actually rapping. He's starting a music career, and he wanted to kind of soft launch it. So you're really hurting his feelings right now.
Wow.
That's sad.
You got some new beats over there on the Jing Jag YouTube channel.
Yeah, that was the first negative comment on it, I think. I think everybody was enjoying it.
I know Max didn't like it so much he donated $5 to let you know how much he didn't like it.
I appreciate that, Max.
Yeah, that's interesting way to put it. So, yeah, this upcoming game, Jaguars. One good thing is I look at the injury report. The Jaguars only 3 guys on the injury report. I mean, Monteric Brown, he's missed. He's going to miss some time, and this was known for since July. Wyatt Milam did not practice. Unspecified injury, it says, and then Cole Van Lanen with a shoulder, limited practice. So no starters are out. So Jaguars have a clean bill of health. I mean, I don't see Eric Armstead on here. I don't see Travis Hunter.
Well, I think the bigger story is like what's missing is the IL guys. Like for us, obviously Caleb Branshaw, and then for them, obviously Jalen Coker. I mean, I think those are 2 bigger stories than. I mean, I hope Robert Hunt's foot and Aquanu's sickness linger just for a little bit, not for too long. But
yeah, looks
those
like
2 guys would be big if they didn't have them.
Yeah, looks like they have 3 starting. Aquanu did not practice on Wednesday. Damian Lewis is limited practice, and Robert Hunt limited practice as well. So I don't know. That might help a little bit if they got some injuries there.
Yeah, I think realistically the 2 interior guys are probably. I mean, if they're limited Wednesday, they're probably going to play.
Yeah.
Aquanu, I don't think he's going to play. Honestly, I mean, he had an appendectomy less than a week ago.
That's true,
and he's not participating in practice right now at all.
I mean, an appendix removal is a kind of a big deal.
It's a big deal, man. I mean, come on. Like, give this guy a minute to recover.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, and it's not like we're going against. I mean, he's going against Trayvon Walker and Josh Hines Allen. It's a tough job. Yeah. He's got a tough job on Sunday.
He's gonna need an appendix or something for that.
I'm such a baby. I'm getting appendix removed. I'm gonna be out for 3 weeks from my job. All I do is sit at the computer. Yeah, I can't imagine.
So he's their starting left tackle, and he's a tone setter in the run game. And make no mistake about it, so are Damian Lewis and Robert Hunt. If they actually don't play or are not 100%, that's a big deal. Because as Jason mentioned, their best part of their team is their running game. And their running game is so good because of their offensive line. They have a really good run blocking offensive line. And Chuba Hubbard is a good player too.
Yeah. They've invested a ton in the offensive line. They're going out and they're pretty much, usually signing the highest, guard money. And I mean, they signed a guy from Miami, and then they also, Aquanu was a first round pick just a few years ago. So
Hunt and Lewis were both free agent signings.
Yeah. Yeah. They've invested in
a first round pick.
I remember
Moton is a big time right tackle.
I mean, I remember being, as a Jaguars fan, we're always in the market for the top paid guard because we don't draft any. So I always remember Carolina Panthers always scooping them. But yeah, that'll be something to kind of monitor going forward. So with the Jaguars, I'm curious with you guys at the running back position, who takes the first snap and who gets the most carries at the end of the game?
Ooh, that's a good question. Jordan, I want to hear you. I want to hear what you have to say. That's a good question, though.
ETN.
In both categories?
Yep.
Travis or Trevor? Trevor Etienne.
Hey. That was a good answer on my part, right? ETN.
Etienne. What about you, Jason?
Are we talking? What was the second category?
Well, it was who gets the first carry. Like, I guess who starts on offense, who runs out there with the offense to the first snap, and who ends the game with the most carries.
I think ETN starts the game, and Bigsby ends with the most carries.
I think the same exact thing.
2 against 1, we win, Jordan.
I'm fascinated to see how this. Jordan, you're supposed to say you're right again. We got to clip that one.
You're right.
Right.
I'm really fascinated to see just the running back room going forward. It just from week 1 to how it progresses through week 18. Just because, I mean, it was clear this offseason that they were trying to upgrade the running back room a lot. I mean, I really believe that if they stayed there at 5, Ginty was going to be the pick. And it was also pretty much known. I mean, it was reported that the Jaguars really wanted RJ Harvey in the 3rd round, and he got scooped up. So they were willing to probably put some heavy draft capital toward that. Of course, got Bajal Tootin in the 4th round, which, you know, for me, that's a premium pick. I think 1st through 4th rounds are premium picks in my opinion. And also got LaQuint Allen in the 7th round. So I don't think they're true, I guess maybe firm believers maybe in ETN and Tank Bigsby, but they're going to be your starting guys at first just because, you know, our other running backs are so raw right now. But I don't know. I think at some point Bajal Tootin will take over this backfield, but I do think that that Tank Bigsby will be ultimately the main runner. Maybe not the most snaps. Maybe they keep ETN in there on potentially 3rd down situations, or, you know, maybe to catch the ball a little bit. But I just think that Tank Bigsby is so much better in between the tackles. And I think if you need those tough yards on 3rd and 1, I think Tank Bigsby is your guy.
I think Bajal's your guy.
On 3rd and 1, Bajal's the guy?
Yeah. I feel more confident in him hitting the correct hole.
I mean, you could sell me on that too.
Bajal's my guy in general, but I'm just thinking not tomorrow. That would be fun. Sunday.
I wish.
Sunday.
Next year we'll be playing on the first Thursday, right?
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Heard it here first.
I think ETN, I just feel like it's been trending towards him being the lead guy, because even if they feel better about Bigsby, a little bit better about Bigsby running the ball in certain situations, ETN has more versatility and he can be out there on more certain types of plays. That's just why I'm kind of leaning in that direction.
Yeah, that's just I wish Tank Bigsby had that part of his game. I wish he didn't have the fumbling issue. I wish he could catch the ball a little better. It's just he doesn't have it, unfortunately, right now.
Probably is he falls down when you sneeze on him. I don't think Liam Cohen wants a running back like that.
Yeah,
we'll see.
No, and ETN just feels different than he used to his first year, I guess, in 2022. It just felt like he had more speed. I don't know if it's just me or maybe it was his injuries
this summer, man.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Him. Jason haven't seen shit.
When he was out running Tyson Campbell, he looked really fast. Don't you worry about that.
Just saying. He was
2 guys with 1 hamstring in a race off.
Does Tyson Campbell play the whole game? What do you think?
I would not take that
bet. I mean, I can't believe he played like 1 drive the other day and he somehow got hurt.
Yeah. I'm not taking that bet.
Yeah. I mean, it's whatever. It happens, right? So, yeah, with that one. So, I'm trying to pull something up real quick. But I know, Jason, you said something pretty interesting on your show the other day. You mentioned about no, I thought it was I couldn't find it, but when you mentioned it, but something about an NFC scout or NFC coach talking about how can you talk about
probably
that?
The Panthers. It was probably the Panthers NFC.
Well, it was definitely an NFC South team, right?
Well, they didn't say NFC South. They said unnamed NFC coach.
Executive, I think, wasn't it?
Who was it?
I thought it was an executive. I can't
was
remember.
it? Well, they
know.
said what was interesting is in the quote, it said that Liam Cohen has had our number all season. So that points to a team that played him more than once. So I think there was only one team that outside of the NFC South that played him in the regular season and in the playoffs. So we can kind of deduct it was one of those 4 teams. So they basically said that Liam Cohen made them reassess how they do defense in the offseason, which then leads to the coaching staff was retained through the offseason. So that kind of narrows the gap a little bit. So, it was a report coming out just about how good Liam Cohen is at calling games. I mentioned that, and I said it on here as well, that like watching, and there's another thing that leads to my kind of change of heart about the Jags is like watching Liam Cohen's vanilla offense in preseason was much more encouraging because I could see what he was trying to set up. Like he was trying to set up, he ran plays that he was going to set up in games with the jet sweep. What was it? Who ran the jet sweep on 4th and 1? Was that Brian Thomas Jr. or Diami? They ran the jet sweep with Diami, got the 4th and 1. And then like 3 plays later, ran a fake jet sweep with Diami and then ran an inside zone. Like he's not going to do that like 3 plays apart in a regular season game, but in the preseason he will because his starters aren't going to play. But that's the kind of thing is like you run that play, now you're freezing the backside edge and linebacker, and now that inside, that A or B gap with that inside dive is just wide open. And like, that's encouraging. He's setting up plays, which we haven't seen around here in a while.
Well, I think the cool thing about that specifically, the jet sweeps and the screens, they're going to be so frequent that you're going to, it's not just going to be like a couple times throughout the game where he's doing these different variations of the play. He has done it in regular season games on the same drive, like twice in a row, where it's like you said, you hand it off on the jet sweep, and then the next time it's a fake jet sweep and you're running it to the running back or you're throwing it, whatever, or like, fake screen passes. Like there was an example, I can't remember who they were playing. Maybe I don't remember who it was, but the point is he lined up in the exact same formation 2 plays in a row. The first play, they run a screen to the right side to the receiver, a receiver screen, a little bubble screen. And then on the very next play, they do a fake screen and they hit Mike Evans wide open for a touchdown. Not wide open, but single coverage for a touchdown on the other side of the field. So these are the types of things, the sequencing that you're going to see all the time that coach or executive or scout or whoever the hell it was mentioned that really do make Liam Cohen offenses so difficult. And it's why I think the Panthers are going to have a really difficult time defending this football team on Sunday.
I got an insider text about Travis Etienne and that his injuries were not from him being injury prone, but from the strength and conditioning program and the athletic training program.
Wow.
Yeah, that was the first thing Baselli. That was the first thing Baselli did when he got here.
Yeah. I mean, there's some to the soft tissue injuries. And even when like I was reading something about, I think it was like a guy on Reddit posted on the Eagles forum like way long ago, like the issues with Doug Peterson. I was like, oh my God, like we're having the same exact issues over here. And I was someone that kind of wanted Doug Peterson because I thought, okay, he made these mistakes at Philly. He's going to learn from them. He's going to come over here and he's going to change. He didn't change anything. I couldn't believe an NFL guy, as the NFL evolves so much that somebody could get left behind the way he did. I couldn't believe it.
Coaches don't change. Like we know that throughout. Coaches do not change. Coaches will get fired and fired and fired and roll out the exact same offense they rolled how they got fired the last 3 times. Like so, coaches are the most stubborn people.
Most coaches from the Sean McVay tree,
Sean McVay,
have shown the ability,
right?
I
meant
reactively. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. But not only to reactively change, but to proactively change, to change before the change is necessary, to make sure that his teams don't get caught up with. That's what's exciting to think about with Liam Cohen.
Yeah, and I even heard that Sean McVay was watching a lot of Liam Cohen offense to figure out how he got the run game going so well.
Yeah,
isn't that crazy? Somebody's looking at our coach to see how we did it. I mean, like
I think there's a lot of coaches across the league looking at what Liam Cohen did last year.
That's the issue with the Jaguars. We're never in the forefront. We're always behind. We're trying to catch up to other teams. And then now I'm just hoping, of course, Liam Cohen 0-0. Regime hasn't won a single game. But
I've never seen Jordan get shit on in the comments more than this show. And I'm absolutely loving it. I'm absolutely loving it.
Don't cyberbully Jordan DeLugo, okay?
He's gonna quit, and no one's gonna
That's
watch.
So rude. So rude.
Jordan carries the show, guys. Okay.
What are we gonna do with it? He's gonna join the other club, and then we're gonna be out of business.
Yeah, that's gonna be. Imagine me and Jason on a show together. Oh my god. This
Yeah,
club
I'm a
would.
Club 904 guy now.
Yeah. Jeez.
Sorry, y'all.
Yeah. Too many clubs over here. But
No, Club Jaguar is the OG club.
Right.
oh, we're the OG. Didn't we put Jaguars Happy Hour out of business?
That's right.
Tony Baselli said, you know what? I've got too much competition. I'm gonna take an executive position for the Jaguars.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
You know, at least on Club Jaguar, you have one guy that knows ball.
That's true. Which one is it?
I'd say it's
Probably
three
Jordan.
very
Probably
handsome
Jordan.
young men.
I'd say it's 2.5. I get all my takes from you guys and I spew them out on the show. All right. So I do want to transition here, guys. We have a new sponsor for the show. I don't know if you guys see it up in the corner, but it is the Sleeper app. Oh, is it not pulled up right now? Oh, no. I know what I got to do. Hold on.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's the Sleeper app. Hold on. Let me share screen. No, watch this. It's gonna pull up in the phone over here.
I wonder we're getting run out of business. Amateur hour around here.
No. It's not. Look at this. Boom.
It's loading. Oh, man.
Look at that. Look, there it is. The Sleeper app. So I know a lot of you guys. I've been at work this weekend. Okay, I've been trying to fill up two chopped leagues. I'm gonna say chop. So I don't know how to say guillotine very well. It never really flows out the tongue very well. But I've got 2 chop teams. I know Jason's in the Cohen to the Super Bowl league. It's essentially the person who finishes in last every week. They get chopped. The roster goes to waivers, and then the rest of everybody bids on them. So that's a lot of fun. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna promote some picks over here. Okay, so on Sleeper, you get a 100% match with promo code UCFJAG. So we're gonna go over to the Jaguars Panthers game, and I think I'd like for each of us to pick one stat here that we like, and we'll roll with it. So we got Bryce Young 260.5 receiving or passing yards, Thomas BTJ 75.5 receiving yards. So if I'm going through here, I'm gonna take this Tank Bigsby one, half a touchdown. I'm gonna go over on that one. So I don't know if you guys see anything that you like here.
I can't see it, honestly.
Can't see shit, Captain.
Let's see. Okay, let me see if I can expand this a little bit. If you hit the expand button, I think you can see maybe. But we have De'Ami Brown 21.5 receiving yards. Oh shit, I got kicked out. Oh no, I'm back.
Oh no. Okay, I can kind of see it now.
Okay, I'll start from the top.
Yeah.
Just read them out loud.
Cam Little 7.5 kicking points. Can he get that off 170-yard kick?
Yeah, that's a good point. But we score a touchdown every drive. He's only going to have like 5 or 6 points.
70-yard kicks are still 3 points, right? Or
No.
NFL changed that. I
Did
thought
they?
the NFL is trying to make kickoffs more exciting and stuff. They're going to add some more points to kicks now. I don't know.
Oh, is that like 7.5 straight up kicking points? Like,
Yeah, that'd be like 2 field goals and
you don't get
2
extra points for the deep kicks?
No, I mean you just get that's actual kicking points.
Oh, well, I don't like
What's
that.
I was actually looking at this the other day on my other app, which is not as good as Sleeper. But what's the De'Ami Brown yards? I think that was pretty
De'Ami Brown. Low. Yeah, it's pretty low. It's 21.5 receiving yards.
What's Brenton?
Brenton Strange is at 27.5.
Oh, that's a good line or number, whatever I should call it.
I like the De'Ami Brown one.
De'Ami Brown.
What's the Bashal Tootin one at?
I like De'Ami.
Bashal Tootin. You'd have to go over half a touchdown. It won't let you go less than that.
I don't love that.
Yeah.
What's Tim Patrick at?
We'll go more on De'Ami. Okay, Tim Patrick. I saw him down there somewhere. Tim Patrick's half a touchdown, but you had to go more on that.
That's horrible.
Yeah, but it's a 5-time multiplier, so you're gonna get a huge. Like if you did that one, it's gonna go from 4 times to 20 times the number. Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Score now. We're not gonna do it, and he's gonna score.
Yeah, there's also defensive guys here. Devin Lloyd 6.5 tackles. Tyson Campbell 4.5.
Devin Lloyd sounds good.
Devin Lloyd, that tackle line sounds pretty good, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll go more on that. We always got to go when you're doing your own team. You got to go more. So If we go over here and check out, we got
Travis Hunter, 47.5 receiving yards.
Let's see. Ooh, should we do a 4-time multiplier?
Oh,
47
I like
and a half.
that Travis Hunter one. You don't think he's going to get 47.5 yards?
If Jordan thinks it, I'm going to do it. Okay.
What do you think, Jason?
I like that. I think you should do a 10-leg parlay. let it ride, boys. Let it ride.
So we got 4 here. If you get correct 62, if we put $5 down, we'll get $62. I'm going to do that. There's also over here, there's a flex one, but 4 correct, $31, 3 correct, $8. Just you got to just get them all, right? So we're going to do this. Can't submit 2+ players from 2+ teams. Oh, we got to take one from the other team. Okay.
Oh, okay. So go lower on Bryce
Young.
Yeah, we'll go to
what's the rushing yards for Chuba Hubbard?
63.5.
Ooh, that's a lot.
I feel I don't want to go lower on that.
Jalen Coker's out,
Coker. Right? Can we really do that?
Can you do the under?
Can we? I'm going to do it. I mean, I'm going to do it. He's not going to do anything.
They might void your bet. Sometimes they do that. If a player doesn't play because of injury, they might.
I'm gonna do it and just see what happens. I'll report next week if we can do that. So if we can,
I'd be careful. A lot of those sites do void the bet if a player doesn't play.
Well, what I'm gonna do though, I'm gonna do before my live show on Sunday. I'm putting down another one. Okay. So we'll be safe. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna submit it, and boom. Free cancellation in 5 minutes. So if you guys have any regrets, you can cancel in 5 minutes. So 5 for 110. Let's go. If you guys are interested in getting in on the fun over on Sleeper, I have a 100% deposit match for you. Up to $100. Use code UCFJAG. Also got to read that. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in over 25 states. Check out Sleeper today, and I think they're going to expand that number as the season goes on. So appreciate them for sponsoring and keeping the lights on, because there's a lot of competition out there for us now, as we all know. Nia Bryan is cyber attacking Sea Breacher. Just stop it, dude. Stop it. I feel like
chat is going crazy today.
It's like people super chat. They know I kind of have to read it, right? So I just read it, and then I'm like, I don't know if am I legally required on YouTube to read ridiculousness that Sea Breacher puts
put
in
a
here?
Question mark on the teleprompter. Damn it!
Who did that?
Actually, I think you're legally required by YouTube to read all of Sea Breacher's comments. So.
Oh gosh, yeah, I know that'll get my channel banned. Some of his comments. I'm not about to do that. Okay. So what we're going to do now is, I don't really like doing it, but I know people like doing it. Let's do score predictions. How about that? We're going to throw a score prediction out there. And then next week, we're going to see who's right. So I'll start. Jaguars win. I'll say 28-7. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. I was going to say 28-17, not 28-7. I cut myself off. I'll say it's closer. I'll say 28-24. I'll say that. I'll say Jaguars win. I think we're the better team. Liam Cohen owns the Panthers. Liam Cohen owns the whole NFC, according to random NFC executive. This will be the coming out party. That's what I'm putting down. All right, so we'll let, according to Cat God, says Jordan is a lifelong second stringer. So we'll let Jordan back me up and give me his prediction.
I'm going to go 30-20, Jacksonville.
30-20. Let's go. What do you think, Jason?
Well, if we're playing the odds, Vegas has us at like 46.5 and 3-point favorites. You get 3 points for being at home. So, they're looking at like a 23-21, 24-21 score line. That makes sense. I'm going to say screw Vegas on this one. I'm going to say we're going to win 31-14. We're going to smash the Panthers. We're going to come out. The Jags fans are going to be a wave of momentum as we just trounce the Panthers, cover the spread, cover the over, and we're out here all believers. Write it down, boys. It's going to happen.
Oh, man. I need it. Because I feel like
so I really think that they could have a really good game against the Panthers. I think if it's close, it's because they're beating themselves up a little bit.
That's what I'm worried about, bro. So. That's what I'm most worried about this game is that we can't get out of our own way. Like we had to stop the unforced errors. And I mean, when they fumbled and against the Saints, we caused that. The Saints didn't do anything. Like that's the kind of stuff we do, and we had to play discipline. I like that. A lot less penalties committed in week 2. I think no penalties by the starters. So we gotta get out of our own way. That's the main key, I think, for me.
So Liam Cohen has not stopped talking about that, and I think that's smart, right?
Yep.
Like he has to continue to reiterate it to the team in team meetings, in practice, and by saying it to the media, right? Like when I asked, I know that you're building and you're not ever done like improving and all that stuff, but like you're going into week 1 in a game you need to win. Is there confidence that you can win this football game? He said, yeah, there is confidence. We've executed in all 3 phases the way we want to play, all that stuff. And then we shoot ourselves in the foot, or you have pre-snaps, or you don't take care of the football, or whatever it is. So he's on the same page. Like he knows if they execute, they can win this football game and do it in a convincing fashion, but it's about getting out of your own way.
All right. So wins across the board for your club Jaguar panel. I love it. So we're all fired up. One thing I want to do, I want to go around the AFC South. I don't want score predictions or anything, but let's just give our AFC South brethren either a win or a loss. The Dolphins are traveling to Indianapolis to play the Colts Sunday, 1:00 game. Who you guys got this game? We'll start with Jason.
I think the Colts will be better than people think. I've said that a lot. Obviously, you can't predict injuries that could derail any team. But if all things are equal and there's health across the board, I think the Colts are going to be better than people think. They're actually 1-point favorites against the Dolphins, which I wouldn't have guessed until I saw the Vegas line.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
I think the Colts win this game, and I think it's going to be a year where the Dolphins take a major regression step back, and I think the Colts are just the first candidate to get to show everyone that. So I think the Colts win this one.
All right. What about you, Jordan?
I'm kind of feeling the same way. I really think it could go either way, though. I mean, that's my honest opinion. Like, I wouldn't want to bet on this game at all. Because the Dolphins, for as much hate as they get, and things could be going in the wrong direction, and things just don't feel good, and they couldn't move the ball against the Jaguars' backup defense and all this stuff.
The third string defense. The third string defense. Yeah. Not even the backups. 3 and outs.
They do still have a lot of talent, and I do still think Mike McDaniel's a really good coach. But I think the Colts are much better coached defensively now than they have been in the past, with Lou Anarumo replacing Gus Bradley. And they actually did spend on defense a little bit this year in the back end at secondary with Trevarius Ward and Cam Bynum. I'll take the Colts and be happy if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. Dolphins, they didn't inspire a lot of hope in me after losing at their 3 and outing against the Jaguars' third string defense and 2 straight drives. But I don't know. I think both these teams are in hot water when it comes to the entire front office, right? Like this could be a situation where, if either of these teams go 8-9 and miss the playoffs, they might just clean house. Like, I don't know. Colts have new ownership. McDaniel's been there for a while. So we'll just have to see. I think I have the Colts winning this one. I do. I don't think the Colts are going to be that good, but I think the Dolphins. I don't think they're going to be very good this year.
Not to make this a Colts side tangent, I really just want to know what y'all think. Do you think the Colts are better with Daniel Jones than they are with AR?
Probably.
Right?
I mean,
the floor is higher.
I think
the floor is definitely higher.
The floor is higher, yeah. And I think the Daniel Jones that from the reports, the one big is of course we see things as fans and we see things they gave up on their the 4th or 5th overall pick, but sound like there were some things going on behind the scenes that wasn't very good with Anthony Richardson. So,
and if the floor is higher, they're playing for the playoff spot for the last few years in the last week of the season. So if their floor is higher, given the AFC South could be better, right? So, but like,
right.
I don't know,
in
man.
the AFC in general, deeper than it has been, I would say. But it's also just a dangerous game to play. To be like, okay, I can take this journeyman quarterback and he can guide us to the playoffs again this year or get close to it, right? That's not really the world you want to be living in, but that's where they're at.
The Colts probably watched Daniel Jones rush for 750 yards against the Jaguars and like, yeah, we're going to get this guy.
Yeah.
The thing I fear about the Colts is that like Daniel Jones just looks like he was born to be the quarterback of the Indianapolis Colts. So I don't know.
That's a good point.
I don't know if that's any kind of a red flag with how good he might be for the Colts, but yeah. So that's that. So we'll move on. The next one we have Titans going to Denver to play the Broncos. Broncos 8-point favorites. Yikes! I think the Titans get destroyed.
This is more of like a do they cover the spread?
Cover?
Yeah. That's probably the better question.
But that wasn't a question.
Oh,
Jason.
Okay.
I'm trying to host a show, bro. All
right. I thought we were trying to compete with another club. I didn't know we were bouncing around boring questions around here. That's my bad.
Broncos. Look, bro. We're trying our best. Okay, we're trying to get things spicy, and we're not going to do this if the employees are overthrowing each other. Okay.
Hey, listen.
I got clear leadership.
I got a Patreon. I do some things on there. So just, go on there and top donors get top benefits is all I'm going to say.
All right. So what'd you say? Win or loss? Or what are you doing? Cover, don't cover?
The spread. Do the Broncos cover the spread?
Do the Broncos cover the spread? Because I guess this is your show now. Here, you want to switch spots? Here you go. What do you
I mean, I don't know, man. I think the Titans will be good eventually. I like Cam Ward, but no, this week I think the Broncos cover the spread. Thanks for the slot.
Big Fish wants your OnlyFans, Jason.
Hey, we're gonna get desperate to keep this club going. That's all I know.
Yeah, I'm taking the Broncos.
Okay. All right. So the final one. This is a good one. Texans going to LA to play the Rams. This is a 4:25 kickoff. I'm so glad the Jaguars will have a 4:30 kickoff. Like we're not playing on the West Coast with that because I can't imagine waiting around for that. But nevertheless, Texans at Rams. How are we feeling here? We'll start with Jordan.
What's the spread? Do we know that?
Rams are 3-point favorites.
So they're at home. So Vegas is calling it an even game.
I'm taking the Texans.
What are you taking, Jason?
Oh, man, gosh, this is gonna be a good game, man. This is gonna be one to watch for sure. This would be a coin flip for me. One I wouldn't touch. I'd probably backs against the wall. I'm probably taking the Rams because I need to see the Texans like change their trajectory of playing, which I think they can. I just need to see it first before I believe in them. So I'd probably lean toward the Rams if I had to bet on it.
Yeah.
I feel like that defense is going to be freaking insane.
And we still don't know about Matthew Stafford's back. Like, I know right now it's all under wraps and maybe he keeps playing, but even if he plays, like, a back injury, I mean, I don't know. I guess we just had to see how the season goes on and if he looks the same. But I'm going to say the Texans because I feel like if I say the Rams, then the Texans will go out there and blow them out. So I'm going to try to reverse things here. I would love for the Rams to freaking win, but Texans usually win these games early on and they can't beat them in December is usually the way it goes. So I'll say the Texans win.
I think both quarterbacks might be running for their life.
Yeah.
Like, who do you trust more? Who do you trust more to like game plan to like have time of possession? For me, it's Sean McVay. Like, I feel like he's got the the edge when it comes to like game planning and like how can we keep the ball most of the game. And that's why I kind of lean the Rams, and it's a kind of a lean, to be honest. But
I mean, who would you take over Sean McVay in the NFL right now?
Nobody.
Yeah. So that question every week
on offense.
New host is.
Yeah, the Rams got to figure out how to stop the run. They were horrible at stopping the run last year. Obviously, Texans don't have their number one back, so it's definitely a fascinating starting. Matchup.
Is it going to be Pierce? Is it going to be Chubb?
Combination?
Probably Chubb and Pierce getting a healthy dose, I guess.
Yeah, that's one because I don't know. They're saying Joe Mixon might not even play this year, so we'll see. I mean, you can't ask D'Amico Ryans that.
Hey, man.
He's going to say you guys don't have his best interest.
That's true.
Just trying to report the news here.
If there's a running back who loves to score touchdowns against the Jaguars, it's Joe Mixon.
Oh gosh,
there's a second running back who loves to score touchdowns against the Jaguars. It's Dameon Pierce. So good stuff.
That's a good point.
Yeah, or just the Texans in general, like scoring touchdowns,
or just any running back that has an NFL contract.
Can Derrick Henry hurt us this year? We don't have
Chuba Hubbard in your NFL fantasy lineups.
That's why I'm not circling back to the Panthers running back are good, but Panthers running backs are good. I'm just going to put that out there.
And it's a good run blocking line. I mean, it stacks up. It makes sense.
Yeah. So we have a fun week ahead, guys. I mean, football starts tomorrow. I mean, we have opening game 8:20 Cowboys at Eagles. That'll be a lot of fun. Eagles are actually 8.5-point favorites. Man, huge spread, but whatever we got to do to get the Cowboys on prime time, they're going to do it. But the fun one is we have a Friday game, in case you guys don't know. I didn't know this until this week. Chiefs and Chargers. That's going to be awesome. That's the game I'm really looking forward to. Of course, Chiefs are 3-point favorites.
Is it in Kansas City or in LA?
It's in Brazil.
Oh no.
Yeah, no team's wearing green this year. So
I don't know about that.
Yeah, hopefully the field conditions are good because sometimes
that's where Jordan Love got hurt last year.
Yeah. I mean, they take these games over there, and the field is it was terrible condition last year.
Is Taylor Swift doing on like one of those nights, perhaps? That'd be something to look into.
I was in a fantasy draft last night, and this guy was like, it was his turn on the board, and he was like, is Travis Kelce, is he getting married during the season? I'm just like, is this going to determine whether you take Travis Kelce right now or not?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows what's going on with that one? It's on YouTube TV. So
I mean, I'm taking the Chiefs in that one.
Yeah, I would. Had to take the Chiefs right now until the Chargers.
No Rashawn Slater.
Yeah, that's tough.
Tough pill to swallow.
Jeez, that stings for him. Still got Joe Alt though. He's still really good, but
but now you got to put Trey Pipkins in the lineup.
Yeah,
you don't like that.
It doesn't sound good. But nevertheless, I'm just hoping for a fun game and that my fantasy guys go off.
Yeah, I picked up Mahomes in the 8th round this year.
Yeah, I got him last year. He didn't do very good for me, but
he's been like a bottom
but you had to draft him like way higher.
Yeah, you had to draft him way. I was like, should I get him or Lamar Jackson? I went with Mahomes, and that's probably why my my last year was tragic for me. The Jaguars sucked, UCF sucked, and all my fantasy teams sucked. I'm ready for a new year. I'm ready for a meaningful win. Did the Jaguars ever have a meaningful win last year? You go 0-4 at that point.
They beat the Panthers.
That was in 2023.
Was it? The Jaguars did not have a meaningful win last year.
We shut out the Panthers in.
Didn't we beat them last year too with Mac Jones? No.
This is why our club's going out of business.
Bro. Was it Beathard that beat him?
This is why our club's going out of business.
One of our backups beat him. Was it because I know Trevor didn't play?
It was 2023 is when it was the one game that we won in our ridiculous skid at the end of the year.
I knew it was some backup.
Yeah.
No, they didn't win a meaningful game all year.
Yeah. I mean,
they beat the Colts to avoid 0-5.
Yeah. And then
how about that?
And then we beat the Patriots in London and then got smoked by the Bears. And then
the Bears was before. So you're already like, oh crap, this team's 1-5.
Yeah.
Then the Bears were like, dang, this Press Taylor guy is pretty good.
let's pick him up. So
meaningful game. The Jaguars won. It was meaningful for the Titans.
Very meaningful.
Right?
That's true.
At the end of the year.
That's true.
Right, Dalton?
And I think Cam Ward's going to be good.
I mean, those were fun wins, right? I mean, only cost us the first round pick next year, but
hey, we got Trevor in that same scenario. So who are we to throw stones at glass houses?
I know, but I'm always
Thank God for Frank Gore.
Yeah. When we suck, I am always Team Tank, baby, and I will never jump off Team Tank.
Tank Bigsby.
Yeah, but
even if he fumbles,
maybe we'll see. All right, guys, it was a good show. We appreciate everybody. Let me go ahead and what is this view right here? Does this bring? Okay, this does that. Sleeper's the sponsor. We made this bet over here. There we go. We made this one over here earlier on Sleeper. They are the sponsor of this week's show on Club Jaguar. Use code UCFJAG for a 100% match over on Sleeper. They are an awesome sponsor over here. I got to go around and see what's coming up on content-wise on your channel. Jordan, what you got coming up for us?
Yeah, tomorrow we're getting hot and heavy into this matchup. Like the rest of the week, it's just going to be matchup. We're going to do the full game preview. We'll do matchups to watch, keys to victory, bold predictions, maybe some other stuff throughout the week. But I'm really excited to get into actual like this team versus this team matchup talk versus instead of just like talking about the Jaguars only all summer long.
Oh yeah, I'm just.
It's also 904 day tomorrow.
904 day.
Some fun drops at ginjag.com/shop.
Nice. We hear there's a club.
I know which club I'm going to on 904 day. That's for sure.
All right. All right, Jason. Outside of that, what are you doing tomorrow?
Tomorrow I got to work a pretty long
day.
But
Friday.
Friday, I'm doing hopefully doing a show. We'll see. I don't know. I haven't been doing
Travis
Fridays.
Been, bro? Travis.
That's really on me. You
don't hit him up anymore?
No. I mean, it's nothing to do with him. It's more me. It's not him. It's me type situation. But for sure, guaranteed Tuesdays, we're going to be breaking down the film. I just renewed my NFL Plus subscription today, $106. So I'm locked in for the year. I got all the games on replay. We're going to be breaking down the Jags film breakdowns from the X's and O's point of view, which is what I like to do. So definitely Tuesday, maybe Friday.
No, it's a lot of fun, man, because I don't think there is a more comprehensive film breakdown stuff out there than what Jason puts out there. I mean, he's on there for sometimes 2 hours out there breaking down film, giving life lessons, and more, and etc. is the big word there.
But you gotta get the Patreon if you're gonna get more. So
yeah,
just
make sure. You gotta be a channel member. Gotta be the first comment. There's perks. But all right, guys, this is a fun show. Next week we'll hopefully be discussing after 1-0. And
wait, Dalton, you're going live during the game, right?
I'll be live during a game. I'll be live during all the Jags
out that
games.
plug.
Yeah, that's true. I got to plug myself, don't I?
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm Dalton. I'll be going live on Sunday for the game. I can't wait. It's honestly, that's my favorite thing to do on YouTube is be live for Jags games when we're good, because it is either the most fun thing or the least fun thing when we're down like 28-13. Oh, should we take Trevor out? Oh, like, oh my gosh, it's just it can be a really depressing place to be when we're losing. But we're not going to be that this year. We're going to be competing. We're going to be eating W's, and I can't wait. I can't wait for it. But all right, guys, it's been real. We'll see y'all next week. Go Jags.
Go Jags.